So you might wonder, well, where are all the new entrepreneurs coming from? And who's inventing new things and coming up with new ideas and gadgets and that kind of thing? Don't fret, my friend. There are plenty of people, young people, old people, all people, thinking of those things, coming up with new ideas, with big dreams and new ideas. And, well, take a look. Here's a recent gathering of them.
Okay, being entrepreneurial is about, oh, I don't know, a service, an idea, or stuff. But who makes that stuff? Who invents that stuff?
From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intention?
What are you doing?
I'm reading my brainwaves.
So, can you levitate? I'll put your hand up. Okay, now watch this. I think the guitar has been invented.
That's true. What we're bringing to the table is this is all carbon fiber. You can take this instrument out of your house and not worry about it like with a wood guitar. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I got it. I'm not supposed to ever go outside in the rain with my guitar, so I'll need another one from you. But where's the little colored things for Guitar Hero or whatever?
You know what? I actually don't play Guitar Hero. I'm sorry, am I not playing into it enough?
No, you're fine. What do you got here?
What it's designed to do is be a fun play toy that isn't harmful to kids. It's made out of recycled milk jugs, but it's also completely recyclable. You can just toss it in your recycling bin.
So you buy a toy and throw it away?
It doesn't actually get thrown away. It gets recycled. So that's the point.
Throw it away.
So this thing will drive your cat wild, and they'll run around, and you can see on the video they'll go crashing into the furniture.
Do you even like animals?
Yeah.
This shows real time where your balance is in golf. There are shots where your balance needs to be in different positions. All right, coach me through it.
I have no idea what you're doing, but whatever you say.
Okay, this is a wind and solar powered charger, which charges your AA batteries. You would usually be able to mount this onto your bike, and you need a 9-mile-an-hour wind speed for 4 hours to fully charge. For 4 hours, you can fully
Why are you
charge.
laughing?
Huh?
Did you picture yourself riding a bike for 9 hours or whatever to charge up your AA's? A what?
This is a poo porter with the bag dispenser at the end, and then the doggy bags and waste go in this bucket with the lid, and it also attaches to a leash. Do you have a dog?
Gus, what do you got here?
Anti-vibration rack for data centers.
Oh, of course.
You have a beautiful decorative fire feature that would never ever be allowed in a public venue like this.
Sort of like the Exxon Valdez. This was a midlife crisis?
Absolutely. But a really fun one.
So this is the Uma Bowl. It's designed to be used for tableless dining. You can do rice and curry.
Or Snickers and Milky Way.
Olives and pits.
Ice cream and nuts.
Yeah, or sandwich and chips.
You keep saying healthy stuff, and I keep going for crap. I got a Snickers for you. Come on. There you go. All right. You got to be kidding. This can actually, with my mind, I can make this change colors?
Yep, your mind can influence the color that comes out of this lamp.
You're crazy. So I'm getting an aneurysm trying to do this. Think gum, huh? Makes you smarter?
It does.
It's a smart gum.
It sure is.
It can't be that smart because it ends up the same place every other gum does. This really works really well with animals, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's great for animals. They love it. They can't help themselves but play around with it.
Did you think it has any other uses?
I don't know. You could use it on children, I suppose.
Science.
So a lot of great ideas being fomented all the time, as you can see. And I would like you now to meet the gentleman who was our reporter on that story. You might have seen him on NBC Dateline last week asking Chris Hansen what exactly he's up to. Here's George Lang, everybody. Hey, George. Wow. Man, there is no shortage of great gadget and brilliant young people coming up with new ideas all the time.
Well, yeah, I have to agree with that.
got away from that all in one piece.
Is there, and I'm guessing that your answer is going to be the poo porter, but what idea really stood out for you as one of the best that you saw?
Years ago, a friend of mine who owns a very successful company who's in research and development, I asked him, if you had the choice of any product in the world that you could create, that you could make, what would be the perfect product? And he said, it has to have no moving parts, and it has to be non-returnable.
That's pretty good advice. So did you find something like that there?
I actually kind of found something. It was, I thought this might work. Think Gum.
I like the Think Gum.
Yeah.
And the Think Gum guy was pretty cool, too.
Yeah, and actually, he owns his own tuxedo.
Oh.
So we were able to bring him over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Davidson.
Matt, come on out here. How are you, Matt? Matt, you can hold that microphone if you want. You are the guy who came up with Think Gum. Tell us the genesis of the idea.
Yeah, so I came up with the idea for Think Gum when I was taking a class called Drugs in the Brain as a student at UC Berkeley.
You were taking a class called?
Drugs in the Brain.
Drugs in the Brain, yeah. Right. And then you thought of Think Gum during that.
That's right.
Was that during the drugs part or the brain part?
Mostly the brain part.
Okay.
But the idea came about as we were studying how different aromas could affect your cognition.
What, besides aroma, what is in Think Gum?
So Think Gum is caffeinated chewing gum that contains a variety of herbal ingredients shown to improve concentration and memory. And it's marketed mainly towards students and business people. So
students who don't have the time to swing by the 7-Eleven to pick up a Red Bull could use the Think Gum.
That's correct.
Okay.
Besides, distribution is very good.
Where is this distributed?
Yeah, this is interesting. It's available in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and, wait for it, Botswana.
Botswana.
That's right, yeah. So
nice move on your part. As goes Botswana, so goes the world. Good job. Now, you are featured in an entrepreneurial handbook, in fact, about Think Gum. And as you now meet people younger than you, and there must be some, what do they say to you?
Yeah, so people who are taking entrepreneurship classes on campus actually will come up to me and think I'm an extremely famous and successful entrepreneur, which isn't altogether true, but not altogether false, and think I'm just rocking it.
Cool. Well, now, who's working in the warehouse? Who's working it back home?
Right, so I've had some help from my parents, and in fact, when people make an order on our online store at thinkgum.com, my parents are actually the people who ship the gum out of their basement in Los Angeles.
Do you give your parents benefits?
Yeah, so my parents get all the gum they can chew, and a cut of all profits.
Yeah, Guinness Book of World Records, is that in your future career here or whatever?
Well, yeah, actually, so we just sponsored an event. We sponsored a Guinness World Record for the longest TV marathon. And a bunch of people got together and watched every episode of Lost back-to-back over 3 days. And with the help of Think Gum, they were actually able to stay awake for the entire event and maybe even figure out what the ending meant.
How about Gilligan's Island next time?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if they can get off the island.
So what are your plans academically now? What are you up to?
Yeah, do you have a life besides this? Or if the Think Gum thing doesn't work out, what's your plan?
Right. So in addition to founding Think Gum, I'm actually a PhD student studying immunology at Stanford. So in case the gum thing doesn't work out...
You're going to Stanford?
I've done Stanford.
Immunology? You know what?
Stanford, by the way, if you folks don't know, is the Discover U of Northern California. Yeah.
Where Think Gum? No. Okay.
So you've got to be hankering to try this Think Gum, and George has some good news.
Actually, I don't want to be kind of Oprah-esque here, but I'd like you to all kind of, do you have a right hand? Everybody raise your right hand here. Look at that. Stop eating just for a second, okay? Just follow me here for a second. Take your right hand and put it under your seat on the right side there. Okay, look around. Come on. Come on. You're not that cool. Do it. Yeah, you got it? Ladies and gentlemen, your very own Matt has given you all your very own Think Gum.
Now, if you find some gum into your chair that's not packaged, that's not the Think Gum.
That isn't the Think Gum.
There.
That's the other stuff under the table. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Matt.
Good night.
Good job. So what does immunology mean?
What are we going to, I mean, how can you, does this stuff really taste good?